Thank y'all for coming to our 2021 football banquet. Sorry it's so late. It took us a while to get trophies. I guess you can't get anything these days during these times. But we finally got them, and then we put it right after spring break, so we still got some people that are out of town. So we're doing the best we can. I hope everybody enjoys tonight and enjoys the meal. And as we're here to celebrate these young men and on a successful season, a season in which they made the playoffs for the first time in almost a decade, or right at a decade, tied for the most wins in 20 years. This senior class has been something else. It's my first class that I came in with. It hurts to see them go. I love them, and let's see them off the right way tonight, and I hope everybody enjoys. Mr. Kevin Tanner will now bless the food, and then we'll start serving y'all. We'll give you directions on how we'll serve each other.
Father, most awesome God, we love you and we thank you for the day that you've given us. God, it's this day we've never seen before. And God, it's a day that you have something planned special for us because we're here. God, we still breathe that breath that you've given us. Lord, we thank you for just loving us each day. We just thank you for this team, Lord, with these student athletes. We thank you for their hard work this past season. We thank you for what they have done for this team and just the upbuilding of this team that they have done. God, we thank you for these coaches. We thank you for the parents. We thank you for the support from our community. God, we love you and thank you for everything that you give us. And God, we just know that as we come upon this just time that we're about to eat, about to take this bread that you've given us, Lord, this food that has been prepared for us. God, we pray that you'll bless this food. We pray that you'll bless this food to be a nourishment to our bodies to your service. And as we serve you daily, God, we pray that you'll just watch over us, guide us, be with this banquet tonight, be with this ceremony that we have ahead of us. That you'll lead, guide, and direct us and forgive us always when we fail you. In Christ, let me pray. And all God's people said,
Amen. All right, we're going to start off with the presentation of the varsity letter certificates. Tyler Green will be presenting the freshmen and the sophomores.
All right, I'm here to present the freshmen who lettered. The first freshman is Drew Thompson.
They're not here. Keep going.
Wyatt Murphy.
Up front.
Jamichael Carswell. Wesley Stanley.
Hey, y'all come around this way. We can keep moving.
Austin Ashley, or Justin Ashley. I read the name. I was like, who's Austin? Keep going. Oh, he's not here. Brandon McWilliams.
He's here.
You want to come through this way?
This way, son.
Will you please come around this way when you get your letter? Sorry. Chance Oliver. Ashton Casey. Tylen Sneed. Carson Smith. Jamie Deacle. John Downing. Rashawn Washington. And Chemo Mitchell. You never knew that was his name. And now I will present the sophomores. If you will, please. And that was the freshmen. Now present the sophomores. If you would, again, come around this side. Trapton Diamond. McKendrick Head. Connor Tanner. Cam Wiggins. CJ Mims. Marquez Harris. Jacob Aldridge.
We don't have them around. Those are the managers.
usually go with them. Dank Richardson. Right here. I thought I saw him. Haswell Sneed. Jacoby Brown. Zaylen Boston. Here you go. Kyan Sneed. Gavin Dice. I saw him too. Adam Francis. Demarion D-Man Patterson. And Evan Thompson.
All right, for the juniors, Austin Spivey. Quintavious Adolphus. Jay Gregory. Devin Walker. Jacoby O'Neill. Tristan Baker. Anthony O'Neill. Melvin Miami Wilcox. Travion Richardson. Kashmir Bryant. And these are your juniors. All right, the seniors that lettered. Tyler Squires. Dylan Christian. John Dre Russell. Ben Brantley. Zorian Fordham. Colby McCoy. Perry Chance. And Terrence Rozier. I know. Omarion Guyton. And Kanoski O'Neill. Quadricus Brown. And D'Amico Dingle. And this is your senior class. And next, Corey Dudley is going to present the manager's letter certificates.
First we have Kevin Strubert. He's a senior this year. Then we have Lakely Pope.
Spring is here and it's a great time to buy or sell your home or property, and great deals are popping out all over. So call agent Brian Howell, Charlene Lamb, Adam White, David Deeds, Jennifer Bradley, Jay Brantley, Jim Jarrett, Ruth Watson, Charlene Brantley, Raina Duverly, Yvonne Robertson, or broker George Durden. And get the help you need when it comes to buying or selling a home or property. Log on to c21dublin.com, call 272-1535, or stop by our location on Veterans Boulevard in Dublin today. Century 21 Durden Cornegay, broker George Durden.
Here at Stepping Stone, you are never alone. If you or someone you know has been a victim of sexual assault, please call our fully confidential crisis number at 478-595-8339.
All right, this guy for this JV award, he is a leader on and off the field. I had him in class. He was always a yes sir guy. He made tremendous grades. He listened, and he works really hard. He's a guy who you can ask him to do anything in this world, and he'll do it for you. And he won't give any excuses to you at all about what he's doing. That guy, I remember he come in here as a freshman, and he was real shy and quiet, and I really didn't know what to think about him, honestly, when I was coaching him, because he just didn't give you any feedback. But then when you seen him throw the ball, it was just like, just spinning, just miraculous, just throwing bombs. And I couldn't believe a freshman was doing all that. And he does work real hard, and he makes a lot of plays for us out there. And that would be Zaylen Boston. I know he's something.
Hey, somebody get up there and present it to me. I got you. We're good. We can do it that way. It's fine.
And for the Scout Offense Award, Coach Derrick Smith is going to present it.
All right. Is this thing on? All right. Scout Offense Award, what a scout team is they get the guys ready every week. All the coaches voted on this. I was glad to see this big guy got some love tonight, but he's not here. But Austin Spivey got the Scout Offensive Player of the Year. All right, Scout Defense, Coach Chip Flemming.
All righty, Scout Defense. I could probably give a few of these because I had a lot of my starters on Scout Defense a lot since we had 2 platoon almost. Scout Offense, I mean, our first team offense probably didn't like to see our Scout Defense, I don't think. Scout D, what we got on that? Yeah, they didn't like it. They didn't enjoy it, I promise you. Especially the offensive line, they like the D-line. But we had one guy that was over there no matter what. He would come up and he would always be there, period. So I'm glad to see him step up and get this award, and that'd be Jacob Aldridge. Next up will be Coach Turner in the All-Region Awards.
All right, we're going to start off with our 2AA All-Region second team members. We had a lot of people on second and first team, and we also had a Region Player of the Year at his position. So hold your applause until they get through, and then give them a big one, because a lot of these guys have, been here for 4 years, and a lot of growth, and it ain't always been easy, but it paid off for them in the end. All right, 2AA All-Region second team quarterback, Cash Bryant. Second team wide receiver, Kyan Sneed. Second team offensive line, Perry Chance. Second team defensive line, TJ Rozier. Second team linebacker, Tristan Baker. Second team defensive line, Melvin Wilcox. They spelled his name wrong. Hey, tell Flemming your name's spelled wrong. All right. First team defensive line, Quintavious Adolphus. I guess I should have waited. Just wait right there, QT. Wait right there, QT. Hold on, Q2. I should have said this is our second team, all region guys. All right, let's start. First team, defensive line, Quintavious Adolphus. First team, linebacker, Amarian Guyton. First team, defensive back, Kanoski O'Neal. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll hold off on it. These are your first team members. All right, and the 2AA Region Special Teams Player of the Year, Ben Brantley. Good job, buddy.
All right, we have two of these, and actually only one trophy was in the box, so I owe a trophy. All right, so we'll start out with the first one. The first one with most improved. This young man started out with us early in his career, left and then came back. When he came back, I would say that he was the guy that ate the guy that was here before. Most probably would agree with that, I would think. And then he got himself into shape and became a pretty impactful player for us and was a pleasant surprise. But that young man is Tyler Squires. True story, all right? But he ran and ran and ran himself into shape and got himself ready to play football, and he made it. All right, the next young man who I'm going to owe a trophy to, where I messed up, I guess. He's probably one of the hardest players to coach at times. Sometimes you want to choke him out, which you can't do. He's one of those guys that very interesting. All right, and the guys will probably tell you 80% of the problem. Probably he's my problem. All right, 20% I'm probably not right. Okay, and that's okay. But at times he will make plays, and he'll surprise you. And if he'll just do what he's supposed to do, he makes a lot of plays. He makes a lot more plays when he does what he's coached to do. But he just got to do it. All right? And that would be Melvin Wilcox, a.k.a. Miami. So do you want me to let him take a picture of this one?
Yeah, give him that trophy. Just give it to him. Get your picture made with that one.
Get your picture made with that one. And I got to get yours.
Bring it back.
Allen's Heating and Cooling is your licensed Amana equipment dealer. Trust Allen's Heating and Cooling to install and service your heating and cooling unit. Allen services all brands, and with the purchase of a new Amana, offers a lifetime compressor warranty. Call Sean Clark or any of his friendly staff at Allen's Heating and Cooling, your Amana dealer. Amana lasts and lasts and lasts.
Spring has sprung here at Dublin Chevy Nissan in Dublin, Georgia. Our inventory is blooming with new Pathfinders, Frontiers, Yukons, and Tahoes. And with spring break coming up, there's never a better time to come into our award-winning service department for a checkup. And remember, Doug sells service well. With that spring trip coming up, there's never a better time to find a new or pre-owned SUV. If you see an HD or a Tahoe on our lot or online, don't wait or you'll miss out. Hurry in to Dublin Chevy Nissan.
Okay, I'm presenting the off-season award. There is 2 awards, and lucky for us, both of them was in the box. So both of them will get a trophy tonight. Off-season award is a really important award because a lot of players show up to football and there or any sport that they're in, and they think they're going to be in season, in shape when they walk in. This award is really special because it shows these kids who work extra hard and in the off-season put in all the work that they need. The first guy on here, you can see why he got an off-season award. He looks like Hercules, works hard in the weight room. He's nothing but smiles and eats a lot of snacks in order to get that bulk and big. And that would be Zorian Fordham. This next guy, he's a young guy for us, but he works extremely hard. During the COVID years, I know we had some hard times, and this guy ended up not being able to get in weightlifting to start off with, and he would come and work out with me in the mornings. Every morning, it was real early, like 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay, that just shows real dedication to a sport and what you're doing. Okay, and I really do appreciate how hard this kid works, and that'd be Marquez Harris. Congratulations.
So special teams is third phase of the game that a lot of people tend to forget about, tend to forget how important it really is. But when you got a guy like we had that won this award, he's pretty much irreplaceable. He did some big things for us, ended up kicking a game-winning field goal to send us to the playoffs against Toombs County. Great leader on and off of the field, and he leads by example. And the 2021 Special Teams Player of the Year is Ben Brantley. And the best offense, or I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, introduce me.
Best offensive award is going to be Derrick Smith.
Thank you, Coach. All right, best offensive player. He's our starting quarterback, dual threat guy. I think he had about 1,500 yards between running and throwing, which is outstanding in high school football. Not here tonight, but Cash Bryant is your offensive player of the year. Presenting defensive player of the year, Coach Chip Flemming.
All right. Defensive player of the year. We got a few that could probably fit that mold pretty easily, but in talking to, I say, coaches circles around our area, the guys that we coach against, one name would probably come out very quickly, and when they start scheming us and looking at us and what they want to do against us, they're going to run away from this one guy. They're going to scheme against him. They're going to change what they do. Everything that they, I mean, literally teams would change their entire scheme against this guy. Play after play, you know, he's going to make things happen. He's going to be in the backfield. He's going to do something. Defensive Player of the Year for 2021 is Quintavious Adolphus. So I'm back to back.
Yeah, you're back to back.
Presenting the Falcon Awards will be myself. All right, so the Falcon Award is kind of that award that is kind of the model citizen for our school, I guess you could say. You know, kind of the student athlete that does everything right. You know, they got the grades. They've, you know, they do things on the field. They're just the all-around person. I would say that if you ask all the adults in the room, literally all the adults there, if you had to pick out the one guy on our team that does everything right, you know, who's going to marry your daughter type thing, probably going to be one guy. They're probably the only guy I'd pick in here. You know, I'm just saying. Sorry, guys. I'm just saying. But, I mean, it's very simple. I mean, if you don't work here, you know, you're around enough, you probably already know who it is. Quadrigas, you'll never pick anybody. That's terrible. Oh, never mind. All right, but that one person is going to be Ben Brantley. All right, up next is the Coaches Award, and that'll be with Ben Turner.
Coaches Award goes to player. We actually have two of them. You know, we've got a lot of great kids on this football team, and some of these are very tough choices when we vote on them. So we couldn't break ties, so sometimes we get stuck with two of them. Coaches Award goes to somebody that does everything that's asked of them, goes above and beyond on the field, you know, put in the extra work, puts in the work in the weight room, somebody you don't have to say stuff to, somebody that, you know, that'll lead by example and lead with their mouths. we're very fortunate to have a lot of great kids, like I said, but these two really have stuck out this year. The first one is Marquez Harris. And something amazing about the second young man, he's been playing with a torn ACL for the past 2 years, and he just had surgery because he just found out about it. His quads were so strong that nobody ever knew, and he didn't know. He just knew at times he had some discomfort, and he'd just rock on through it. He's tough as nails. He's a state wrestling champion, and just all-around great kid, Tristan Baker. All right, and now I'm doing the MVP. I love my seniors. I love all y'all, but my seniors, it's been special. It's been special. People don't believe it when I say that this young man is a freshman, would pitch tantrums, walk off the field, threaten to quit, act a fool at times. I know I'm not supposed to say that, Miss Pat. But it's amazing because everybody that knows him and teaches him that weren't around him then, they would think that I'm lying through my teeth. But I remember one day him pitching a fit and walking off the field on like a Thursday practice. Was it a Thursday practice? All right. But to see what this young man has accomplished, two-time state powerlifting champ, would have been the 3-time if we wouldn't have got canceled during 2020. Just great young man. Doesn't talk much. All right, he leads by example. Well, excuse me. Now he gets close and he bullies. I will rat him out on that. So people don't know that about O'Marion, but he does. He likes to talk a little smack close in close quarters, and then he always tries to act like he's innocent. But I know what he's up to. But he's just. I love him to death. He'd do anything in the world that's asked of him. This year on the football field, he accounted for, what'd you have, 100? I know it was the most tackles that we've had since I've been here. Over the past 2 years, I think he had 245 total tackles while playing on offense, while playing on about every special team. And the thing is, he never complained. All right, did you ever miss a practice besides the one you tried to walk off? Which you didn't miss that when you came back. All right, after you pouted a little while. But did you ever miss a practice in high school? I don't think you did. All right, y'all, that's dedication, 4 years, which then again, I can say that about a bunch of our kids. We've got a lot of people that didn't miss a practice in 4 years. All right, we've got some that haven't missed practice in 3 years. All right, we just got to keep building on this, and hopefully we'll have a lot more OGs come in the future, but our most valuable player is O'Marion Guyton. Love you, baby.
When your ability to get up out of a chair, stand, walk, and do routine activities without hurting every day, having to take Tylenol, Motrin, or leave to get through the day, then it's time to come see us. Again, if you're avoiding activities, you're not going to do things with your friends or your family or your children, then you should not let it impact your life like that. We have things from medications to injections to surgery. A lot of people, I think, are scared to come see us initially because they're not ready for surgery. 85% of the people that I see in my office, I'm treating with something other than surgery. It's that small group of people at the end of their disease that are getting knee and hip replacements. So don't be afraid at least to come and let us check it for you.
Have you heard about the new general store in Menor? Drop by Menor General Store today at 2201 Highway 29 South. We've got breakfast, lunch, and dinner cooked fresh every day, 7 days a week. At Menor General Store, we have all types of feed: rabbit feed, dog feed, horse feed, or any feed for your livestock. We've got you covered. Going fishing? Menor General Store has your bait and tackle, coolers, and all your fish and tackle. Menor General Store for groceries, feed, fishing supplies, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. Well, you get the picture. Menor General Store's got you covered. Menor General Store, right down from Union Baptist Church. Call ahead at 279-5726. Minner General Store in the heart of Minner, Georgia.
All right, so the top GPA for the 4 classes is what I've got. All right, the top freshman for the GPA, this will be through fall semester, so you just had 1 semester under the belt. Don't get too happy here. All right, so Brandon McWilliams. All right, for the sophomores, this would be through fall semester, 3 semesters. It would be Cameron Wiggins. For the junior class, it would be Tristan Baker. Look like you already knew. And for the senior class, he already knows, he's probably already starting to stand up. That'd be Ben Brantley. You already had your chair going back, man. What? You already had your chair moving back.
All right, now back to our 2AA football all-academic team. All right, everybody on this list has a 3.0 or higher. Isn't that correct? Yes. Okay. All right, Dylan Christian. Brandon McWilliams. Chance Oliver. Wesley Stanley. Jacob Aldridge. Ashton Kaysen. Kyan Sneed. Connor Tanner. Justin Ashley. Tristan Baker. Benjamin Brantley. Gavin Dice. Wyatt Murphy. And Rashawn Washington. These are your 2AA football all-academic team members. All right. Permanent captains, the people that showed great leadership qualities throughout their high school career. We reserve this for seniors and seniors only. It's easy to see, and it's kind of funny when one of your best leaders on your team is a kicker. I mean, and no offense to that. We talk about it all the time. But, somebody that comes out and he kicks the ball, but this joker would go to cross-country practice, sprint down in full uniform, and just start kicking. It was just like a ghost that would appear on the field. And he'd be over there kicking. Ben, you here? All right, let's go. All right. But, the leadership that he has showed over the course of his career was awesome. Last year, not this past season, the year before, in Jeff Davis, things weren't going well. And I walk into the locker room, and he's the guy in the middle of the locker room trying to rally the troops. And he'll tell you that, he might not sound the fiercest, but he's got a great message to deliver. And, people listen to him. That's because he is a great leader. Ben Brantley. And then on the other side of that, you've got your silent leader that leads by example. Somebody that did everything that was asked of him. I already talked about him when he got the MVP award. Somebody that would go above and beyond and make sure he did everything that he had to do to be ready and to make sure that everybody else was ready. Marion Guyton. This is a young man that I just saw him grow tremendously through his football career. He took a vacation from us for a little while, and then he came back to us and worked his rear off to become what he was this year. Put on about 25 to 30 pounds in the off season and moved in from tight end to playing center. And, you know, he was always going to be there, and he was always going to be excited, and he was always going to lead by example. Colby McCoy. Now, probably the biggest playmaker that we have on this football team. Very talented young man. If he would lock in all the time, there's no telling what he could do. He's just unbelievable on offense and defense. When we needed to play on offense, he'd roll out there. He'd never come off the field on defense. If he was hurt, I was always turning around to him saying, man, when you get back in? When can you go back in? When can you go back in? You know, he's played 4 years. He started for 3 of them, got playing time as a freshman. And it's been amazing to watch him grow. He's going to go on to great things. Kanoski O'Neal. All right, now I'm doing the first special presentation. All right, y'all, there are a lot of moving parts to a football program and just to athletics in general. And, you know, we are very fortunate to have a lady that takes care of our Uchis and Owies, but doesn't baby us to an extent. I've seen, you know, some trainers let people come over and lay down next to them and try to do nothing. But, you know, she always will sit there and tell them how it is, like it should be. Miss Moody, I'm very appreciative of you. Sorry that I got your invite out to you so late. It's been really hectic and busy, but we appreciate you. We appreciate all the hours you put in with not just us, but all the other athletic programs. Anyway, we got a little plaque made for you from Miss Moody, our athletic trainer. And now Dr. Collins will come and make a couple more special presentations and then close us out for the night.
Connor, can you hear me? Dallas, Wood, can you hear me?
Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales will put you in the driver's seat today. Come see our great selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Our sales professionals are ready and waiting. Come see TJ, Trey, Alec, and Britt at Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales, where good deals and good people meet. Visit us at 606 East Jackson Street in Dublin. Call us at 275-2010 or log on to DublinAutoSalesGA.com. Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales will put you in the driver's seat today.
It's that time of year again. Spring is in the air at Roach Farm and Garden. Stop worrying about food shortages when Roach Farm and Garden has all the seed, fertilizers, and a greenhouse full of veggies. Get your garden right. Somebody say timber! We got all kind of trees at Roach Farm and Garden. Dogwood, pecan, honeycrisp, and many more. It's time to fertilize your pecan trees. We got 10-10-10 with zinc. Finish off that honeydew list with garden flags, rugs, grills, griddles, and fryers. Or come check out this huge shipment of concrete statues. We got something from everybody at Roach Farm and Garden. Looking for a quick gift idea or something for yourself? We got tropical plants and ferns, local honey, and caring hand and body lotion. Somebody say feed? We carry every feed from a bunny all the way to a horse and everything in between. Speaking of bunnies, come get yours today. Come by and see us at Roach Farm and Gardens, 2 locations, Dublin and Wrightsville.
East Lawrence is unique in a lot of ways. And you all see it. You see it the way that their kids get along, whether they're wearing cowboy boots or Air Jordans or Birkenstocks. they appreciate each other, but I think they reflect the community that they come from. And we've got a couple of people, one in particular, a gentleman who finds East Lawrence High School and East Lawrence Middle School to be his opportunity. It's like he won the lottery that he gets to be, every day that he gets to be here, he feels like he's accomplished something and won something. And we'd like to present something to Mr. Tanner. Being framed. Always being framed. we appreciate everything you do. We appreciate the leadership that you offer the young men, the spiritual guidance, but we also appreciate the leadership that you show us as professionals to try to make a difference. But they're the reason why we come every day. It's the reason we come here every day. And it's people like him that feel like it's a calling more than it is an obligation. But I've never seen anybody that is committed to a school and to a group of kids like Mr. Flemming. You already know where you're sitting. You already know those. Mama Wood, he gets our next one. I want to show you this and more.
After the picture.
I've never met anybody to get it in the frame. I'm going to walk back to him. You'll follow me. This is one of the nicest awards I've ever seen. Mr. Flemming, did you help put this together?
He did it.
Yeah, he did it. He did a fantastic job. He made this in our engineering shop. I think he did the football on his own. But I've done this for 27 years. I've done it from Tennessee, from Knoxville all the way to Atlanta, and then now I'm here in Dublin, East Dublin. And I've never met one person as committed as Dawn Wood. It's hard for me to go to a game without her being there. She's there when I get there. She's usually there when I leave. And we appreciate everything that you do. The kids know it. The parents know it. The coaches know it. But I need to present this to you. Can I give me a hug?
All right. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Hey, somebody need to go before me. All right.
You got it, Oscar?
He was one of the first guys to come up to me when I was in middle school, coming up to high school. Like, he was always there for me. He'll never lead you wrong, always on the right track. And
You're all right,
I always know that I can call on him anytime I want him. And, I know that he'll always be there for me. I'll let you coach him.
Love you, baby.
Alright, so I didn't know we were all speaking, but here we are. I don't even know if this thing is on, but like Konoski said, we all love Coach Turner, and I originally didn't start as a freshman. I didn't have any intention on playing football, but I was walking down that hallway one day, and I walked out the door, and this big man grabbed me by the arm, and he was like, he had saw me in gym that day, and I kicked the ball, and anyway, one thing led to another, and here I am, so we love you, Coach Turner.
Is this being recorded? I've never heard OG's voice.
You're good, just say something.
It's appreciated.
Coach Turner is one of them guys that you can always count on. And, you know, if you get out of hand, he will jack you up, but he never wrong. And lucky I never experienced that, but, you know, he been there for a lot of us. Even, he's like another father figure that a lot of us look at him like that. And getting old, but aren't we all? So.
We got the same hairline, though, baby.
I remember the first time that I met Coach Turner coming to middle school. I think Coach Floyd had pulled me over, and he was like, "Hey, show this man your hands." And ever since then, he always stood by me, even when I quit and I was at my worst. And he told me that it was going to be the biggest mistake I ever made. And I remember I came back the next year, and he was right. And I've just enjoyed it ever since. it's been one of the greatest experiences of my life, and it's all because of him.
Good? Chill out, man. We would like to present him with a token of being the first class of making it to the playoffs. Since I don't know how long.
It was 9 years. In 9 years.
He say 9 years, but hey, all right.
Yeah, 2011 it was. No, 12. So it was 13, 2013.
Hey man,
2013.
we out of school.
Thank y'all, baby. Love y'all.